Welcome back to another Frequently Asked Questions Friday video. It is Memorial Day weekend, so we're dressed down a little bit here at the office today, as you can see from the video. I hope you have a terrific Memorial Day weekend. I hope you have some plans. I know that I'm looking forward to it. The question that we have to answer today came to us from a workshop that we did earlier this week. And the question is, can you avoid probate with an irrevocable trust? So not a revocable trust, but an irrevocable trust. So during the workshop, I explained the difference between different types of trusts. And I've done some videos on this before that you could check out as well if you want the full primer on it. But there's a major difference between a revocable trust and an irrevocable trust, both in how they're used and also in what you're allowed to do if you're the trust creator. So in a revocable trust, it's like an open box. You're able to reach your hand in and get back out whatever it is that you put into it. An irrevocable trust, on the other hand, doesn't work that way. So the trust creator is not going to be allowed to reach their hand back into that trust and get things out. The reason is the irrevocable trusts that we prepare here are for asset protection purposes. In the event that you were able to do that and reach your hand into the trust and pull things back out, you wouldn't actually be protecting any of your assets. Therefore, it is a pretty clear example as well that a revocable trust does not protect your assets from long-term care costs, lawsuits, or creditors. Because in a revocable trust, you're able to reach your hand in and get things back out. Revocable trusts are typically used to avoid probate, which is what you would learn in other videos in the workshop that we present. And irrevocable trusts are used for asset protection. So when we draft revocable trusts, commonly we transfer ownership of almost all of the trust creator or settler's assets into that revocable trust. There are some exceptions to this, but for the sake of this video, just assume we transfer ownership of everything into the trust. Irrevocable trusts, on the other hand, don't work that way because you can't reach your hand in and get your things back out from it without violating the terms of the trust. We don't transfer ownership of everything into these trusts. The trust creator or trust creators always need to have some sort of a pool of money outside of this trust. So often their bank accounts are not put into this trust. So the short answer is yes, we can still avoid probate with an irrevocable trust, but we have to go about doing it in a little bit of a different manner. Typically with irrevocable trusts, rather than changing ownership on everything, we have to be very careful about how we set up beneficiary designations and other types of designations that are like this that you may have heard of before, such as payable on death or transfer on death designations. If you have a question for us, we would love to hear from you. Leave us a message and here on Facebook or on YouTube, and we would love to answer your question in the future. We greatly appreciate you watching these videos. Thanks.